Hello everybody, welcome back to the podcast. This is Check My Monks Bangladesh, and today, drumroll please, is the storytelling session. So first and foremost, before starting, disclaimer, we have already taken permission beforehand from the guardian and the student himself for this story. The story is about our recently graduating student, and for the podcast, we'll call him Ghazi. So here's how everything starts. Ghazi joined us during his mid-AS levels. This was back in early December 2024-ish. And this was during the time of registration. And the main issue when we sat into the call, so we got into a call basically talking to his parents and him, and we were discussing about all of everything that he had went through during his O-levels, during his AS levels, and everything that happened in his school and his coaching. So this was a really long call, and through this call we got to know about the history of Ghazi with schools and coachings and mocks and exams and how he handled them. So his mom specifically was super worried. Okay, she was super worried. She talked about all of the struggles that they faced, all the horrors that they faced. And she was so worried and upset because they were not confident enough to get him registered for the exam. He, along with his parents, they were just not confident enough. They were thinking of the financial commitment. And again, obviously, when you are committing so much, he was a student of mixed subjects again. So he had science subjects, he had math subjects, and he also had business subjects. So when you combine all of those, that's a huge financial commitment, obviously. So they were concerned, okay? And rightfully so. Now get this, all right? Ghazi was their only son. So seeing their only kid struggling everywhere, unable to pass his mock tests, his school tests, his yearly, half-yearlies and finals. They were not just worried for Ghazi, but one of the main concerns that they had was that during the call, she was telling us that all of her other family members, Ghazi's cousins, specifically well-performing cousins and relatives, they had something to say. They always had something to say, a piece of advice, something they just could not bear. This was just unbearable for them. And she was really concerned about him, all the relatives that they had. So this was a huge deal for them. And his mother was specifically worried because he went through multiple different coaching centers. He was in school while also going for private tuitions. At the end of the day, he was blank, he was exhausted, he was tired, and he was unable to remember anything. And they were frustrated because, they knew obviously Ghazi was trying. He was trying his best, but, it wasn't enough. Or maybe it wasn't proper enough. It wasn't helpful enough. Something just went wrong. Okay, and after the whole session with his parents, we had an interview session with Ghazi. And throughout this, we got to know some of the most, upsetting things that you could hear from a student. So he was specifically worried about public embarrassment, okay? He was worried about asking questions because he was the type of student who was very, very interested in learning. But whenever he would ask questions that would, sometimes might not be exactly relevant to the topic, but that would be essential to his learning, he would get shunned. He would get embarrassed. And since he wasn't performing as well, he was, again, not really paid attention to. And this whole coaching after school hours, it completely drained him of every single drop of energy. And he had no time for self-study. And then he also mentioned to us, this is one of the issues that he faced in his coaching and his school exams, is that there wasn't a proper feedback session. And this was very important for him. He mentioned that he sat for exams, he sat for mocks, and he sat for them religiously, but he did not receive the proper reasoning due to why his marks were deducted, or maybe why he didn't get the marks that he wanted to get, or why whatever he wrote was wrong and what was right, and how to attempt a single question or how to not attempt. I mean, he was lost. It was like he was dropped in the middle of the ocean. He was, while he was talking to us, you could visibly see in his facial features that he was tired, exhausted. His mom, they were actually on the verge of becoming a volcano at that point. So he needed quality over quantity, okay? So over the last couple of months before his AS levels, he sat for our mock exam session 2024, just right before his registrations, and he signed up for the premium course where our instructors, they take mocks, they take exams, which are basically the imitation of the real Cambridge exams. And what we do is that we essentially give the question script to the candidate, and we then tell them to attempt a certain mock inside of the time constraint, and then we check those. We provide paper feedback. So every single paper that he sat for the mock, the checking was done in a way that every single answer that he attempted, there was a better answer. If there was a better answer, they would write it down. Okay, if there was a better way of solving this, they would write it down. If he missed something, they would write it down. Where he got the marks, where the marks was cut, it was detailed. Everything was written down, step by step, done for him. It was specifically an improvement for his mock sessions. And after that, so that was just a paper feedback, right? After that, he would get into online calls, Zoom calls, and he would get online one-to-one interactive classes feedback. So that was a solving class for him. In these solving class, he would get to ask endless questions, get better answer choices, improve his answers, and learn to completely ace his grades. And he repeated the same process for A2 levels. And he was quite satisfied, safe to say. Now for the most important part, I know you guys have been waiting for this. For A levels, he specifically took economics, maths, physics. And we will provide his grades below in the comment sections. But before that, I need you guys to guess his grades without cheating. If you can do that, then that's cool. But if you can't, don't cheat. At least guess his grades and then go below for his actual grades that he got for AS levels and then also for A2 levels. Alright, this story was not for motivating or inspiring, but to show you that no matter how hard circumstances might get or how lost you feel, discipline, practice, and unrelentless hunger for improvement will help you overcome any boundaries. And with that piece of advice, this session ends here today. See you all in the next one.